Good evening, everybody. I am Dr. Anjuman, a consultant psychologist. Today, I am here again with you, all together to share some of very important tips. COVID-19 has not spared children. It's having a drastic effect on the psychology of children. Children are mentally, physically, emotionally very disturbed. It's a time to reboot their energies such that they don't face the challenges and don't become the victim of disturbance, stress, and anxiety. After going through a lot of studies right now, different studies are coming from different parts of the country, world. There has been a study in Spain which has told that children who have not been allowed to go out at the time of lockdown, 90% of children who have not been going out for 6 weeks altogether have been observed with emotional and behavioral disorders. They are lacking concentration, they are having a lot of irritability, they are a lot of anxiety that can be seen in such type of children being for 6 weeks in their minds. On the contrary, when we talk about Italy, wherein at the time of lockdown, children have been allowed to go for some small walks, short walks, are in much better position as compared to the children in Spain. Coming to China, when we talk about China, in the first lockdown, when the children were in the premises of their houses, 220 million children were at the risk of facing several mental health issues. They were emotionally, mentally very much disturbed. Prolonged school closure, wherein children are quarantined for a long time, are at much risk. The 4 times more trouble than the children who are going for a routine. So a routine is very important for children at this juncture. There have been different studies coming from different parts of the world altogether. A Moroccan mother in an interview has reported that the teenagers are now very much afraid to go out and face the world because they feel if they'll go out, they can fall sick. Further talking about different resources and associations, even one of the American association has told that unpredictable emotions and flashbacks and strained relationships are going to be the result of children being in the lockdown or in the premises of their houses. Even parents who are much more stressed are talking much about the lockdown, about COVID-19, when their table time is there, when they have been dining together, are reporting to the children consciously or unconsciously about all the unpredictabilities, all the repercussions and consequences of COVID-19. Those children somewhere are storing in their subconscious all negativities because the atmosphere, the media, the talks they are receiving is going to make them emotionally, mentally not in a right state of mind. Some children are also having self-blame. Children have started blaming themselves for whatever is happening. Children between 4 to 8 years basically have magical thinking. They believe that their unrealistic wishes, their unrealistic actions, their behavior may be also the reason for all the disease that is cropping in. And they unconsciously blame themselves of whatever is happening. So the entire scenario of COVID-19 is making a big havoc in the personality of children. Children are most affected. When we talk about adolescence is an age when they are in a lust of making, making friends, recognition, they want more appreciation. But at this time of lockdown, even adults are not allowed to be out of their premises. They are going into the zone of negativity where they are not given recognition, and again can develop strained relationships in the coming times. When we talk about children, when they go out to play, it basically regulates their emotions. It regulates their system. It's a mental signal to some parts of the brain of positivity when they're going out to play, and they are able to cater their emotions in a more positive way. Too much information that has been provided to the children is again making them more negative. My dear parents, whoever are watching me right now, start becoming aware of the facts and figures you're providing to your children. Whatever the unpredictabilities are, whatever the negativities are, whatever the information you are getting from the media, from WhatsApp groups, or wherever information you're just gathering together. You as grown-up individuals need to understand the psychological dimension of your children. They have a very, very small world wherein their happy, healthy talks are going to make them emotionally balanced after some years. The formative years, starting from 3 onwards till around 7 to 8 years, hold a great importance in the life of children. The talks that should be there in the house should be positive talks. The affirmations that you can provide to your children, to your spouse, to your family members should be equally positive. You should work on the positivity and the emotional well-being of your children by talking healthy. You can take all the information for say 10 or 15 minutes and give a halt to it, rather than discussing more in the family. Children need guidance in a very positive manner. Whatever talks are in the family do have a lots and lots of repercussion on the children. Sometimes when parents are conversing with each other, they don't even realize that they are being observed as role models by their children. And what are we as parents giving to our children? Negative thoughts, negative talks, psychological disturbances that COVID-19 is providing. After few years, they are going to restore all this, and it is going to make a big difference in their personality when they grow up. They'll be more scared. They'll be having concentration problem. They'll be more irritable. They'll be having more anxiety. So my dear parents, get up right now. Schedule your children in such a manner wherein they have time to play, time to enjoy, time to study. Categorize their time so nicely. Give your time. I know it's going to be a very tough time for you mothers and fathers, especially mothers who are taking care of every aspect. Studies, school timetables, online classes. But please, balance your kids. It's really vital. It's very important. Your positive talks, positive stories, positive affirmations given to the children are going to inculcate a healthy child. These times will go. but whatever will be restored in their mind of the children is going to last forever. Don't make your child's formative years dreadful, stressful, anxiety prone. You as parents need to work on it on a positive note. Take the information to an extent and then put a halt to it. Prevention and precautions can be taught to children. That too in a very happy note, so that they are happy children, they are balanced children, they are emotionally, socially, spiritually balanced. Make stories and tell children which have more positivity in them. Recognize your children's talents and see to it that they go in those directions which they can focus and can be more creative on those lines. Control your emotions. Your emotions are going to become a part of your child's emotions. Get up, parents, right now. It's time for you to balance your children. They are already not going out. They are not going to play. They have no friends to be around with. They are not outpouring their emotions. It's your responsibility right now to channelize them in a very productive manner. Your first and foremost assignment is your children. Then comes other things. Sometimes for story time, sometimes for playing, sometimes for role playing with them, sometimes for studies, and the curriculum should follow. So, I, Dr. Anjuman, assure you a certain good steps, a certain good ways of combating this stress for your children can work wonders for you as parents. Till my next tips for you parents, I wish and hope you're going to make a healthy home for your children and being compassionate towards your children are going to make them very healthy, very happy and emotionally balanced. Thank you so much. God bless you.